All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to my news channel, TMossBoss News. And in today's video, first things first, this video might be a little bit late. I might upload this, sometime later and stuff. But hopefully, whenever this video does get uploaded, that an investigation, something like we get the answers that we're looking for regarding Nolan, because to me, that just doesn't make any sense. You go on a trip with your friends show up back home and you don't. Something seems off with that, because I'm sitting down thinking, my closest friend, I had to say he's like a brother to me, and I've known him since I was 10 years old. Now, if we went on a trip somewhere, right? And let's just say, like, oh yeah, we lost him, we didn't know where he was at. So I'm not leaving that island. All right. I'm gonna just let you guys know that right now. I am searching that island until I get the answers that I am looking for. Now, yes, if because I think that's where they were at, some island or something like that. So I go there and we're all like, okay, we're all getting ready to go and all that. And then that's when it's like, my best friend, for almost 20 years now. I'm like, dang, it's just crazy to think that, yeah, it's like it'll be 20 years at some point. But anyway, yeah, no, this year will mark 20 years since me and him has been friends. Cause I was like, I started going to the same school as him in 2006. So yeah, I'm like, it'll mark 20 years since me and him been friends. My friend of 20 years is not with us as we are leaving to go back home. I'm like, nah, they're like, oh, well, he'll contact. No, he ain't contacting nobody. He'll contact us when he sees us face to face. But I'm not leaving this island. They were like, oh, you stay. I'm like, all right, then so be it. I stay. I definitely would have been that one friend staying back, because I'm like, nah, that to me, that just doesn't make any sense. If this is somebody you guys is posting pictures with, bro, like that's when I'm like, I don't understand what if my thing is this, if they had something to do with his death, why not just kick him out of the friend group? Right? Why not just, just drop contact from him if he did something that bad to where you guys had to have done something to him? Now, I don't know that for sure, but it just seems very odd that you guys would leave knowing that he wasn't with you. And that's the thing where it's like, if it may, I don't know, because I know people might, put that, and if that is the case, where they visited that place a lot of times and they were just thinking, oh, he probably just wanted to stay back a little bit longer. If he verbally told you guys that he wanted to stay a little bit longer, that's something that he would have told you. Now, this story is pretty fresh. The friends haven't came out and said nothing about this, but yeah, it's definitely a situation where, answers, and we need answers. Hopefully this is just some fake story and it's something that went viral, but if not, then yeah, it's definitely one of those things where I'm like, if this is real, we need answers and an investigation needs to be open. But yeah, overall though, I just, me personally, I just don't believe that, your friends would just leave you back like that. Nah, that's one of those things where I'm like, and I know people gonna probably be all like, oh, he's 18 years old, he's a grown man. That don't mean nothing. I'm like, and me as a grown man, me and my friend, because he is in his 30s, and I think I'll be the last one in the friend group to turn 30. I think, I don't know, but anyways, me in my 30s, I would still, don't care if he's a grown man, don't care if he's elderly, I do not care. I am not leaving that place until I find my friend. So that's why I'm like, yeah, I definitely, they have been like, oh yeah, all the friends came back except one, because he was going around that island looking for him. And I'm like, yeah, that's somebody where I'm like, and now if you got friends like that they're all like, we ain't leaving until he leaves with us, that's your real friends. But yeah, to have it where it's like your friends, they just ditch you like that, yeah, that's something ain't right with that picture. Now, maybe it could have been accidental and then they just left anyways, but yeah, it's one of those things where I'm like, something just, it seems odd. If they ain't have nothing to do with it, then okay. But if they did, it's like, bruh, I'm just saying, like, you guys could have very well just kicked him out of the friend group if he was that much of a problem. But it's like, I mean, to do something to him, yeah, that's crazy, man. So, but let's see what happens. Let's see what gets talked about. But anyways, yeah, talk to y'all later. Thank you guys. Peace.